Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to review for you all the Vichy Mineral 89 Fortifying and Hydrating Daily Skin Booster. This is a hyaluronic acid serum, and you guys asked me to review this and compare it to my gateway hyaluronic acid product, the Neutrogena hydroboost gel cream, the extra dry skin. Remember, the extra dry skin formulation is the one that is free of added fragrance and the one that I like, use, and recommend. Alright, so hyaluronic acid, to remind you, is a humectant and it holds on to water. And what I like to use hyaluronic acid serums for, and products that are sort of marketed as boosters, is to just that, boost up the hydration in my skin beyond what my moisturizer alone is providing. And by doing this, I find that it really improves the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines and just smooths out skin texture overall. And it's not a permanent change. It's the kind of thing you have to keep doing, but it really works quite well. The Vichy hyaluronic acid product is marketed as a booster, but it is just hyaluronic acid, and then it has another humectant in it, glycerin. Glycerin, like hyaluronic acid, holds on to water, so you've got two humectants. However, this product doesn't have any occlusive ingredients, and by occlusives I mean things that prevent transepidermal water loss. Those are the ingredients that are going to keep the product from drying you out. This by itself actually might dry out your skin more than you expected if you don't use it underneath a moisturizer. It doesn't have dimethicone, it doesn't have petrolatum. Those are occlusive ingredients. It doesn't have shea butter. So the best way to use hyaluronic acid serums is after you cleanse your skin while the skin is still damp, is to then apply the hyaluronic acid product. That way it holds on to that water and keeps it there in the skin. However, if you just leave that as it is, and you're using a hyaluronic acid product that doesn't have any ingredients in the product that are occlusive, then the water that the hyaluronic acid is holding on to will just evaporate out of your skin, and it'll actually pull more water out of your skin. This is why people, especially in drier climates, often find that hyaluronic acid serums end up drying them out and sometimes even flaring acne. It's because of the dryness. The dryness leads to irritation, inflammation, and that can exacerbate acne, as well as many other issues. But otherwise, this is actually quite good. It has one type of hyaluronic acid. Now, other hyaluronic acid serums I have reviewed before have different sizes, and there is some thought that that helps in getting more hydration into the skin by kind of having a gradient of sizes of the humectant that can kind of intercalate into the top layer of the skin and really hold on to that water. This only has one form of hyaluronic acid, but it also has glycerin. So you have two things that can help with hydration. But again, it has to be layered under something. This is great though, in that it is free of added fragrance and it doesn't have any essential oils or jazzy ingredients. So if you have particularly sensitive skin, this is a low risk product. If you'll recall from my videos on hyaluronic acid is something that your immune system couldn't care two whits about, and contact dermatitis to hyaluronic acid is incredibly unusual and unlikely. That doesn't mean other ingredients in this will not cause problems for you, but they're very few, and overall the product is quite low risk, albeit you have to use it under a heavier moisturizer. Now, for those of you who are just interested in using this product, I will list down below in the description box some moisturizers that have occlusives in them that you can layer on top. So the way to use this, like I said, put it on damp skin immediately after you've cleansed the face to really capitalize on that water, and then seal it in with a heavier moisturizer, a top coat moisturizer. You can use this to the entire face, or you can just use it in targeted areas where you really want to amp up hydration. That is really how I use most hyaluronic acid boosters, serums, whatever you want to call them, is kind of just in spot focused areas. And this one you can use to the entire face or just to targeted areas. I happen to find these products work really well on the neck. If you have tech neck, prominent wrinkles on the neck, they can help in just improving the appearance of those wrinkles around the eyes, around the mouth. And I find that they really yield great results in those targeted areas. If you use them all over the face though, they tend to be pretty well tolerated. Now, how does this product compare to good old Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream Extra Dry, of course, which like the Vichy, is fragrance free. Now, Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream actually does have occlusive ingredients in it. It has dimethicone. Yes, it has dimethicone, and it also has dimethicanol and other silicone. These help to seal in transepidermal water loss. So this product actually can be used as a moisturizer by itself. And so I think this is a point in my videos where people get super confused, because I tell you guys that this works best layered under things. You're like, why? It has occlusives in it. I know it should work best by itself, but I just find that it works better under things. Like if I just use this product by itself, even though it has the occlusives in there that seal in transepidermal water loss, I find that it's very filmy. And I don't know if that's how the product overall is formulated. That's just been my experience using it personally. So the way I use this product is, again, just to spot focused areas underneath moisturizers. But it differs from the Vichy product in that it has silicones in it, which will help to seal in transepidermal water loss. In my lifetime, I've gone through several jars of this. It takes me a long time to get through a jar of this because I only use a small amount to spot focused areas, and I find doing it that way and then covering it with a top coat moisturizer, I really get excellent results in improving the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. But many people actually use this as their only moisturizer, so you definitely can do that. I just find for me, I don't know what it is, my skin type and this climate perhaps, it just ends up being filmy. It doesn't work as my moisturizer, so I don't use it that way. Many people find that this product breaks them out. It could be the dimethicone, although that is not a pore clogging ingredient, and it doesn't cause acne. It doesn't cause breakouts in everyone, but it could be something about the occlusives in this, maybe just irritate some people's acne. And I find that this product, I get a lot of comments that this product caused pimples or little whiteheads, closed comedones, and so I find that people develop issue with this. Some people say that it stings and burns. In other words, people tolerate the Vichy 89 product a lot better than the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream. To be honest, I can't quite remember the price points. I want to say they're approximately the same price point. I find the Vichy one I go through a lot faster than the Hydro Boost product because the Hydro Boost product is a lot denser, and I just use a tiny little fraction of a pea to areas that I want to target. So I find the Hydro Boost lasts me a lot longer than the Vichy one, just based on how I use the products. Between the two though, my preference is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream Extra Dry, or extra dry sensitive, whatever it's called. That one is my preference. I find that it lasts me a lot longer, and it really gives more robust, at least on my face, in my hands with my use, more robust improvement in wrinkles, fine lines, and overall skin smoothness the way that I use it. Whereas when I use the Vichy product, I really don't see much of a difference in hydration to my skin, and I find I go through it a lot faster. I don't think that's any reflection of differences between the hyaluronic acid. I think that more has to do with the way that I'm using these products and the way that I like using them in my routine. I find the Neutrogena one works better for me. But even though it has those occlusives in it, I still layer it underneath the heavier moisturizer. But I've got to tell you guys, a product that you might consider at the drugstore instead that has a much better value and works really well as well, like the Hydro Boost Gel Cream, is Neutrogena's Hydro Boost Body Gel Cream, the fragrance-free one. You can put this all over your face. I've successfully done that multiple times, and it works quite well. I've used it all over my face. I've used it to spot focused areas. It's it's less dense than the gel cream, but it's a lot thicker than this Vichy product and a much better value. I mean, this is so inexpensive. It's hyaluronic acid. It has petrolatum in it. Unlike the gel cream, this has petrolatum in it, which is an occlusive ingredient. And some people don't like using petrolatum on their face. Certain subtypes of acne find that breaks them out. I have a video, or I'm going to have a video talking about putting Vaseline on the face, which is petroleum jelly or petrolatum. So I'll get more into the nuances there. But for some people with acne prone skin, this might not actually go over as well, but give it a whirl. It's inexpensive and a great value. And it's really helpful for not only adding additional hydration to your skin, but sealing in that transepidermal water loss. You definitely can use this by itself. I've used it by itself on my face quite successfully. I find actually that using this on my face by itself works well and works better than using their dedicated facial one, the gel cream on my face. The gel cream, I just have to use a tiny amount and layer it under things, but this I can use all over my face as a moisturizer. It works quite well. But the Neutrogena Hydroboost body lotion, the gel cream, and the Vichy product, they all have one form of hyaluronic acid, which is fine. It works well. However, if you're looking for that gradient effect of different sizes, I strongly suggest the Hada Labo Hyaluronic Acid Lotion. I'll list it down below for you guys. In my experience, that product is a similar consistency. It's more, you know, it's on the liquid, more on the liquid side, like Vichy, but works to amp up hydration much better. That could all be in my head because I believe that the different forms of hyaluronic acid are doing something, but I really do see a better effect in terms of hydration with that product. That is superior to this in my opinion. So I would rank that above this. The Hada Labo product though, again, it's just the way that I use these products. I tend to use that to a more widespread area and less in this kind of targeted fashion. So I have a little bit of a different experience using that, I guess, but you could certainly use it to more targeted areas. But I find that that product really delivers a nice amount of added hydration to the face in total in a very non-irritating fashion when layered underneath a top coat moisturizer. That product you do have to layer under a moisturizer, but it's great. I would consider that over these if you're up for it. But these are all great alternatives as well. Personally, my preference though amongst the three here is the, for spot focused hydration for wrinkles and fine lines, it's the gel cream. But for total face moisturizing and amped up hydration, it's the body lotion. And then lastly would be the Vichy product. It's just not my preference. I don't find that it is as effective. But many people run into issue with the Neutrogena Hydroboost products, in which case consider the Vichy one if it's within your budget, or one of the other hyaluronic acid products that I mentioned in my top 5 hyaluronic acid video, which I'll link down below for you guys if you missed that. But yeah, comment below those of you who wanted to see this review. Like, do you use the Vichy product? How has it gone for you? Like, what is it about it that you like so much? I would love to know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.